wishes. It's Holly. Well, welcome to Dandelion Stitches. I apologize. I'm a wreck today, but I am coming down with something. We're gonna cross our fingers that it's not the COVID. You gotta love me, and I'll always sweatshirts and ponytails, and so. First of all, apologies. If you've been watching, waiting to see your quilt, and you've not seen it, or there are the same quilts going, for some reason the screensaver is shuffling the pictures. And it just seems to shuffle like many of the same ones. I can't figure out. I'm using Google Photos to store the photos, and because it's attached to my Google account, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to know all that. Tom will come later and spend a little bit more time in trying to figure out how to get the TV's screensaver, because I think that's the problem, to do what it's supposed to be doing. And then I will do a whole other 20-minute video of hopefully all of the quilts, all of the beautifulness. So apologies if you think that either I didn't choose your quilt. I mean, if you send it to me, I put it on there. So yeah, apologies. It'll get better. It always seems like when I come up with this like grandiose idea, some little roadblock has to just get me. So today we are going to embark on making a pouch and using this to close it. This was in, I don't remember which box it was, but they sent this, not this particular one, but it had a project that used this. And I've never done this before. And I figured, you know what, let's just do it. So I went online, I got a book, I got some of this, and today, together, like I said, I have not done this before. We are going to make a pouch and use this as the clasp. Please let that be true. Otherwise, we're going to make a mess. And then, we learned something. I'm going to share this now and also at the end, because I want everybody to hear it if at all possible. I have changed up the ginger quilter because that person did not get back to me, the giveaway box. So now it is June Blvd 7009. June Blvd, I'm pretty sure, 7009. You are the new winner of the ginger quilter box. And the info will be down also in the description box. So if you just might want to check down there if you didn't hear your name, or, just check. And the winner of the Fort Worth giveaway box is Angie Brantner 4077. Angie Brantner, you are the winner of the Fort Worth giveaway box. Let's see, today is Wednesday. So by Friday, Saturday at the latest, if I have not heard from you, we'll move it on to someone else. So send me an email. Because I want them to go to people who want them. So, and if you don't want it, or you just kind of, don't enter. So make our lives easier. So let's go. Let's go make this. Okie dokie. Are you ready to take a chance? Try something new? I am. And I have my fingers crossed. We're just going to hope for the best. So, I picked up this book, the Purse Clasp book. I have never done anything that involved a clasp. And with this book came two of these. This one and a bigger or smaller one. And so I looked through it, and I basically picked what I thought was going to be the easiest one to do, because when you haven't done something before, you pick the easiest thing. At least I do. Whoops. Now I'm making a mess. Okay. So for this little pouch, we need outside fabric, and I've already gone, well, okay. The whole thing comes with a giant piece of paper. When I say giant, I mean it's probably as tall as I am. That's got all of the patterns on it. So I made a copy of just the piece that I wanted and cut it out. And just if you're following along or you're going to do this, just keep in mind that this is on the fold. And for those of us that are quilters and have not done a lot of like garment sewing, on the fold is not something we see a lot of, but that's what this is. So that just means that when you cut your fabric, try not to let the book close here. When you cut your fabric, you just want to put this part at the fold. So you'll just get one long piece. Now, if your fabric is directional, that will not work for you. But, you know, there's ways around that. You can always cut it and sew it. Well, no, let's just not go there. We're going for easy today, so we're just not going to go there. So we're going to need fabric. You're going to need fusible fleece, just a little piece. You're going to need your hardware. I have put out pins. I don't know if I'm going to need pins, but we're going to give it the best. You're going to need some glue. Now, this is the only glue that it's suggested craft glue. And for one thing, I don't have any craft glue, and I felt like it wasn't, even if I did, it wouldn't set up fast enough. So Superman, my husband, had this glue, which supposedly sticks to anything. And we're, you know, fingers crossed. So I have a stiletto. Nope, that is not a stiletto. I have a stiletto in case I need it. And I also have, I was thinking about when things need to get shoved in here, that maybe the end of my purple thing, of which I now have like 5, would come in helpful. And you also need this little twiny stuff that they provide for you that kind of, it kind of fills in the, okay, this is assumption. I don't know for sure. I read what we do. You put the whole thing in, you glue it, and then you push this in between the fabric and the metal to, I think, fill up the gap and make it hold better. So these are the things you need aside from your sewing machine and your rotary cutter. I say let's just do it. So I'm gonna, rotary cutter made a run for it. I'm just gonna try and put this book someplace where I can see it and it's not bugging you. So the first thing we're gonna do is iron the fusible fleece onto the outside fabric. So for me, this is going to be my outside fabric. So flip that over. This is a ruby star, I think, fabric. I don't know. I just dug through the fat quarter pile. Well, that was not the best cutting job, was it? That's the other thing with paper. And I know there's like no way that they could have done this in any other way. But when you're using paper, things just don't work out as well. But okay, the ironing is right here by me. I'm just gonna take the iron and we're gonna press. So that means I'm gonna put the iron down. I'm gonna leave it for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna put the iron down like so. So we're not stretching the fabric, we're just pressing it down. Okay, so the pattern says, Adhere fusible fleece, just did that. Fold the pouch in half with right sides together and sew along the sides, stopping at the end of the seam marks. Okay, so we've got the pattern. This looks to me to be a 1/4 inch seam, but we're gonna stop there. So let's fold it all up nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a little marker. The end of the seam is here. Okay, so we have the exterior and we have the lining, and we're going to put the lining inside of the exterior, right sides together, and just kind of maneuver it down inside. And then I am gonna, I think I'm gonna use clippies. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna stitch up this side, over, leave an opening, then back down, up, no opening, and then down. So you've got a place to turn, and everything should be lovely. Lovely. Wouldn't it be lovely? Getting sick, you guys. I'm getting sick. I haven't been sick in quite a while, but I've got the cough, and I am just hoping that it is not the COVID, the Rona. So I'm going to go to the machine, and I am going to start wherever I'm going to have my opening. And I'm just going to stitch around and just keep on going until you get back to where you're going to want your opening. Okay, sometimes these corners, because of the way this one particularly has been put together, that little corner doesn't want to. So sometimes you just gotta get your stiletto in there. Okay. I really hope you can hear that. Okay, I'm gonna take it over to the iron and I'm gonna give it a press, and I'm going to press this, the opening that we turned with good and flat. Okay, I can't stand it. I just gotta, okay, this is our thing. Is it gonna fit in there? I think so. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wow, okay. To the iron. Clearing the deck of anything that is not essential at this point. Well, maybe, okay. Okay, so we've got our little pouch. Oh, man, I'm crossing my fingers here. We've got the clasp. We are supposed to cut this little paper twine to the dimensions of the clasp, which would be awesome if I could actually, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so let's do that next. Okay. And then we need two. Boy, this stuff is got a mind of its own. Okay. So one thing I did not mention that you would need is a pair of pliers. Now I happen to have these cushioned pliers, but any kind of pliers will work. No, I've lost my... If you put a little piece of batting, what we're going to do is squeeze shut like the end here, so you can put a little piece of batting over it and then use whatever kind of pliers that you want. These are cushioned, so we should be good. Okay. Now we need to decide which side I'm going to start with. Let's do this. So that's going to be this side. And let's just check and make sure that it's gonna fit in there. I think we got it. Okay, so the instructions say to put the glue in the crevice here, insert the fabric, put the little piece of twine in between, and then let one side of it sit for 15 minutes until that side has dried. So here we go. I always use a paper plate when I'm dealing with glue, just because I have a tendency to get it everywhere, and then I can just throw the paper plate away. So, come on, glue. Come on. And then there. Is this right? Yes. Okay, does it look like it's all in there? Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a second or so to set up a little bit before I shove that piece of twine in there. I feel like I need another hand. Okay, so you stay open. You're not doing what I asked you to do, that whole stay open thing. Yeah, glued my finger to it. Maybe if I lay it down, I'm sorry, it's harder for you to see if I lay it down. Well, so far, this is the hardest part. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. This is a lot of dead air. I'm sorry. I'm concentrating. Go in there, you bugger. This way. I think I did it. Okay, before I cut off that little extra piece, I'm gonna squeeze the ends like it said to do. Everything is in like it ought to be. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, I think we have one side done. Okay, I'm gonna cut off that little piece. Okay. Okay, break time. That was pretty good though.
1 hour later.
Take 2. Okay, I'm feeling confident now. We've accomplished one side. Okay, let me just give it a teeny little tug. Yeah, it's in there. It is in there. Okay, so side 2. Let's get us some glue, which so far I have not gotten all over anything. And fill up that trench. I'm not sure this is exactly the glue I would suggest. It does harden up pretty quick, like sets pretty quick. But maybe that's a good thing. I'm not sure. Okay, right side, wrong side. All right, here we go. And oh, you need to go in there. There we go. That's good. Okay, this side is just a hair too long. Like I didn't do my seams quite as I should have. But it's not bad. Okay. Let's play with this stupid thing. I'm sure there's a good reason for this, but I would like to say that the flat end of the purple thing is a good idea, but I'm still struggling. So it's getting it in there. It just, come on. There. Go in. Yes. Okay. You must also go in. Laying it down flat definitely is easier. Get on in there. There we go. In. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on. You're just doing so well. Let's be friends. Come on. Nope, that didn't help. Why won't it go in there? Why? Why will you not do this? Now stay. Stay. I'm going to put a little glue on the end of my metal stiletto. And just okay. That was helpful. Go in. Okay, overall, not bad. This one's got a little pucker in it, but okay. Time to get physical. Let's get physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. right. All right, now we gotta let it sit. We did it. We did it. This is the inside, and it closes, and it opens, and the fabric does not pull away. Yeah, we did it. So that was not hard. Why do we be afraid of silly things that can't, you know? And the worst case scenario, it just didn't work, but it did. So awesome. Tomorrow we will delve into the Creekside quilting box. Scared. But I know someone else who got it, and she looked at it and she was just wowed. And for those of us who struggle a bit with color, I think this is going to be a good help for us. So, again, the Ginger Quilter, June Blazingame 7009, and the Fort Worth Angie Brantner 4077. Please. Those of you who only have, like, I've been noticing a lot lately that it just says user and then like a number. That's going to get confusing if that's how you're identifying yourself on YouTube, but you know what? We'll do the best we can. So be well, be safe, and here it is, your moment of Zen.
Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk, you good girl? Yes, you do. Yes, you want to go for a walk? That sounds like a yes to me. Yes. Okay, let's go for a walk.